It's been a heck of a day. So, guys, we are back. This is the third time of trying to get Miko online. At this time, I'm sure people are tired of waiting. Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
I just said hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi everyone, I have Miko here. Miko is Korra Obidi's nanny. We've been trying to connect through the live video. It wasn't connecting, so I got her on the phone. We can do some phone and then you guys can hear her. However, Miko, let's try one more time to see if you can join on live. And if you're not able, then we can do the phone, okay? Go back now. Are you on my live on Facebook, Miko?
Yes, I just found the feed. I'm going to try to connect right now.
Okay.
More videos like this in fancy. Let's say video.
Yes.
Unfollow for video. So I don't want to do any of those options. I'm not going to click on that.
No, just click on the avatar at the bottom of the. If you are on live, let me find you. It's not a lot of people here yet. Let me find you and send you. Are you seeing me on your Facebook?
Yes, I just said hi. So I don't want to do any of those options. I'm not going to click on that. There's a lag on the video.
Yes, I see you here. You said hi. Okay, let me try to find you to request you. Otherwise, you know how you did it before when you send me a request at the bottom of the phone or something? It's an avatar. I don't know if you use iPhone. It's at the bottom. It looks like a head, like somebody's head.
It says comment with avatar sticker. And it lets me edit an avatar.
No.
I have
It's gonna say anyway, let's talk on the phone. So guys, Miko couldn't join. She couldn't find the button to join us here. Miko, I guess you're not used to live streams and stuff like that, and that's why it's giving us some hard time for you to join.
maybe, or maybe just this platform.
No, Facebook is very easy. You can join. It's the easiest platform in all the social medias. Like, it's it looks like a person's head. You can see a mic. What kind of phone are you using? Are you using iPhone?
On my phone. No, I do not have an iPhone. I have an Android. I'm talking to you on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so guys, I have let's go ahead because this is like almost 2 hours trying to get this video rolling, and I have like 45 minutes to do this video. So Miko, we haven't spoken before now. I try so much for us to speak before coming online so that we can set this record straight. Your mom was able to come to my live video yesterday and she made some comment talking about you, how you were Korra's nanny, how Korra lied on chapter 8 of the thing. First of all, let me get the record straight. How did you meet Korra?
Hi. Okay, so yes, chapter 8. Her nanny.
Yeah. So hold on. We want to start from how did you meet Korra before we get to the book. Put your phone on the speaker so that the audience can hear you properly.
The phone is on speaker. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. People online, can you hear? Say something, okay? Can you guys hear her? Okay, how did you meet Korra?
I was a fan of Korra's. I found her. I was a fan through socials like Instagram and Facebook. So I had already been following her. I knew her to be a dancer, and I looked up to her like for inspiration because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to dance like these people, and she was one of the people.
My audience are saying that it's a little bit muffled. The phone.
Is this wahala for your head or?
I like that. She say wahala for our head. Look at that. A kid born in America, eh?
Hear me
So
now.
I can hear you, yes. We just have to like shout and scream for the people to hear. I'm trying to change all positions in my house to get this to work. Okay, go ahead. So you met her online?
Okay. So I met her online essentially. I was a fan through social media, and I remember one day she had posted in her story. She was like, "I'm looking for a nanny. Anyone have paper?" I thought that was interesting. I was like, "Oh, that might be a great opportunity for me to learn from her and work as a nanny. I have nanny experience. I have a background in working within education." Um, so I thought it would be perfect. I was like, "Hey, it's a win-win. She needs a nanny. She could give me dance tips, and it'd be like we have this great friendship and business. Be great, right?" I sent a message to her, and then we started talking. So she was like, "Okay, when would you be able to come?" And like, like what kind of people they were and what she was looking for. So me being a professional, I came wanting to be very like professional. I came with paperwork. I had drafted up a contract, and I think this would be what we should do. Being that you were an artist, in reference to Korra, I had said that maybe we should do an NDA just in case for some things like messiness or I don't know, her personal life and business. I didn't want that to be put out there because my main goal was to focus on supporting her as a mother and her child, June. June was about a year old. So it was. I was under the impression that I was coming to help her because she was getting ready to go on tour, and she was working on her book, and she needed help with June. She said that I would have my own room, and I had a bed, and I was able to go and do all like live my life and stuff. I worked, watch June while she would do work, and then I can go do my own personal thing. First day getting there, I got there excited. Got to West Hollywood is where she lives. I think I saw my mom just in the chat. Hi, Mom, I see you. We get to West Hollywood. She's really happy. She was talking to her friend on the phone, I remember. And I remember she went upstairs. I was like with June, getting me introduced to June, playing with June a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, sorry, my friend was just telling me to be careful not to have many people in my home." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm here as a job." And she was like, "Yeah, of course." And so, we had came to an agreement that I would watch June, watch you be at work. The agreement that we had came to was not what was happening. I think there were some lines that have been blurred. I think being excited and also wanting to be friends, Korra, I think we started to blur lines and started to have like very like personal conversations, and she would share things with me that I would think were a little inappropriate, is to like her marriage or her past and stuff like that, and it kind of leads me into like the messiness of her marriage, if you will. I was never alone in a room with her husband. I made it a point to not be alone in the room with her husband at the time. I shouldn't say.
So you lived with them. You lived with them. This was when June was a year old. You lived with Korra and
Yes,
Justin.
I lived with them.
For how long?
Nanny, it wasn't even that long. Not even like a month.
Sorry?
I was their nanny. It was less than a month, like half a month.
Okay, so it wasn't you didn't live with them for so long, but after you left their house, you were still doing the job. You were still taking care of June from home, from your own home?
No, no.
Okay.
When I left their house, I was not working for them no longer. When the day I left and went back home is when I went home. I didn't come back to work for them.
Okay. So, but after you were not working with them, but you were still doing some dancing classes or doing some training or dancing?
I'm a dance instructor.
Sorry?
I'm a dance instructor. Let me make this clear. I am a dance instructor. Me, myself, I work as a dance instructor. I teach dance to youth here in Oakland, California. I also have my own dance classes in San Francisco with Alonzo Lions and Omni Movement Studios in Oakland, California. I'm a teacher, so
You're
I dance in those type of ways. I have never. I'm a teacher. I'm a performer. I've done high end shows. I've never done shows with Korra before. We did one video together. It was a challenge off of the internet,
okay.
and that was it.
Okay, you did only one show, only one dance with her. 1 second, please. Kosi, there's something on the fire that is burning. Hold on.
I'm sorry?
Kosi, I'm talking to my son. Something is burning on the fire. Can you please talk it off? Sure. Oh my God. Yeah, so about the book, you have read the book, you purchased the book, and what did she really say? We are going straight to the point right now. What did she say in this book?
She said in the book, and I'm paraphrasing. Essentially, she said that I came to her house and that I was jealous of her, and I wanted her husband, and I was like lusting for her husband and dancing for him.
Hold on. I don't know why your phone is not speaking out loud. So in the book, in chapter 8, I'm the one that is shouting now so that people can hear. I want to repeat what you say so that people can hear this. So in the book of chapter 8, she said that you were doing what? Dancing for her husband?
Yes, this says I was dancing for her husband. I have never danced for her husband before.
You were dancing for her husband, and what does that mean?
I wasn't. I don't know what that means. That's a lie. Because I never danced for her husband.
So
I danced together.
So she's insinuating. Is she saying in the book? She wrote in the book that you were, because your mom sent me a test, that you were dancing for her husband. Was it when the husband was home, when Korra was home, or when she wasn't home?
I would never dance for her husband. That's inappropriate. I wasn't dancing for him when she was home or when he wasn't home. I don't even, to be honest, I don't like white men in that way. We make great friends. We can have big business partners, but I don't find them attractive in a romantic way. I don't.
Okay, so what this book...
I've been saying that since I was teen.
So what this book is saying is that this chapter that you were dancing a private dance for Justin Dean, is it in a way to paint you as a bad person or to make it look like you're flirting with Justin or Justin have an eye for you?
That's false. I didn't have an eye for Justin. Justin didn't have an eye for me. Justin loved this woman and wholeheartedly really loved her. Like, I've never seen someone love someone so hard and like fight for something and like be like distraught and in tears about something. But that's not why we're here. I'm not here to talk about him. I'm not here to talk about bad about her. What I am here to say, I'm here to state facts. And she has misrepresented me as a person and as an individual that was coming to help her in her age for her benefit. I didn't do anything wrong to this woman. And I don't appreciate that someone would say this about me in a book. And it's funny because she was saying this already about me when I was working in her home. She would joke and say, oh, my followers, they say you're here to steal my husband, and my family keeps warning me that you're going to steal my husband. And I keep telling her, I'm not here for your husband. I came here to help you with your child.
Okay, so
I had to send her. I sent her father a message myself because I was like, I'm hearing these things that your daughter keeps telling me these things, and I don't think it's appropriate. I'm not that kind of young lady at all. My mother didn't raise me that way.
So, okay, let me clarify some facts here, okay? Because, like, your phone is muffled. Like you said, you are using your phone and you cannot join live on Facebook. Let me just do some clarifications here because people are watching, people are listening. So, in her book, in chapter 8, she said that you were dancing for her husband, private dance, and then you are here to say that you never have an eye for Justin, and Justin never have an eye for you. But Korra is making it seem like you and Justin might have something, or you are trying to seduce her husband. Am I right?
I'm going to say this again, and please, I hope everyone is listening. I hope everyone can hear me. Listen well, okay?
She speak Niger.
Nothing happened between me. Nothing happened between me and Dr. Justin Dean. I am not attracted to white men. I would never cross that boundary with a married couple, ever.
Okay, she said
Point
that.
blank, period. I don't care what she's saying. It's a lie. I can tell you that, and we can go in circles about this, and you can keep asking the question in different ways, but the answer will always be the same. Nothing happened between me and Justin. I was very professional. I was only focused on the child in the home and her benefit and helping Korra as a mother. Nothing else.
But why would she write something like that in the book? You were there to help them take care
That's
of.
something that you need to ask Korra, because that's something that you need to ask her personally, because I have nothing to do with that. What it sounds like to me is jealousy and maybe envy and insecurity, and I don't have time for that.
Okay, and this
I
is
didn't do anything to this person.
this is very bold and very wild for a person. You as a person, as a young. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm old enough. That's what I would say.
Are you in the same
I'm a
age
grown
bracket with Korra?
Korra and I are about the same age.
Okay.
Let me say that.
Okay, because honestly, when I saw your picture on Facebook for the first time, I thought it was Korra. Like, you guys have a lot of similarities, like the same body structure and
We do
stuff.
look very similar. I will say that, yes, we look very similar. I thought that too.
Yeah.
Cool. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a fan of hers. We look similar. We could be like sisters or cousins or something, you know? And that's why I was excited to learn from her, because I was like, hey, this is someone that I look up to as like aspiration as in dance, and they look like me. So what better way we teach this to our young girls, you know, representation matters. Someone that looks like you, that's doing something that you love to do, you seeing them do that, it makes a difference. And so it excited me to see someone that looked literally like me doing something I wanted to do. And I was excited for this opportunity to be her nanny, and to work with her, and to build with her, and to learn from her. Because there's many things about I just wanted to learn from her. I did. I was excited to like grow and get to know June as a child. Like, June is so beautiful, and she was so bright and so cheerful, and it was so much fun, like being able to like be a part of when it was good, and being able to be at June's side and play with June and see her develop and see what she liked and see what she didn't like. It was the best thing ever. The other stuff, all these accusations, the messiness, whatever was going on between her and her ex-husband and her now ex-husband, that had nothing to do with me, and I felt like I got dragged into it, and then everything was like being put on me. I noticed in chapter 8 she mentioned something about a phone. That phone, first off, I had my own phone. At the time we had this deal, my phone bill had just been cut off. I did tell her that, listen, I'm traveling up there because without my actual phone line being on, so when I get there, like, I'll knock on the door. And she did think it was strange. I was like, it's just because I just, you know, I haven't been able to pay my phone bill. That happens. That happens in life sometimes. But then besides the point, I drove up there without my phone being on, and she paid me up front. I was paid up front, and so I was able to turn my phone on. But as we got to know each other and I was in their home more, she brought that phone out. She was trying to sell things for money because she was like trying to get away, to do this plan and get away from her husband at the time. And she was like, well, I'm not using this phone. I really want to sell it, but, you know, I was telling her, you know, I want to create content. I want to make dance videos and make visuals and put stuff out. She's like, well, I have this phone, you know, iPhones are good quality. I know you have a phone, but you can use this and, like, create your content. So she had given me the phone. It was a gift. And to be honest, I don't even think the phone belonged to her. I do believe it was Dr. Dean's old phone, like a phone that it was given to him. So he was like, oh, yeah, go ahead, take it. So I was under the impression that it was mine when they said, here, it's yours. was she got upset with me because I would not do what she wanted me to do. But she took the phone back and demanded that I give the phone back.
Sorry, I'm sorry
emptied the phone.
I'm sorry to jump in, please. I'm so sorry. You say she was upset because she wasn't doing, you weren't doing what she wanted you to do. What did she want you to do?
So I think what Korra wanted was, she did want help with June, but I think what she was wanting was a 24-hour nanny. And the thing with childcare and nannying, it's a full-on job. Mothering is a full-task job. Taking care of children is not easy. So I asked for a day off. I asked for one day because she wanted me to wake up when June wakes up. June woke up twice. She woke up at 6 a.m. and then she woke up softly at 6 and would rush and really wake up at like 8. So I had maybe an hour to myself to get things prepared. I'm trailing. I see myself. She wanted me to literally from 6 a.m. to like 8 p.m. work for her as a nanny, as a personal assistant, watch June, do errands with her, all kind of stuff, right? Which is understandable on a Monday through Friday if that is my job. All I'm asking is for one day for myself that I can rejuvenate and get the things that I need to do in my life done as well. I can't keep pouring into someone and I'm not pouring back into myself. If she didn't like that, I remember I had to sit down with both Justin and Korra and have a conversation and set boundaries because I came to a point where they were both coming to me trying to confide in me about each other. And I felt overwhelmed and uncomfortable because it was inappropriate for me to know any of it. And so I had to tell them, I was like, I don't want to know the ins and outs of your marriage. If you're upset with the person, you go directly to them. If you need me to mediate, I'll sit in the room. But I don't want you coming to me like, oh yeah, so I'm just going this way. I can't believe she did this to me. Or I can't believe he's acting this way. And I just want to be divorced. I don't want to hear any of that because that's not my focus. My focus is the child.
So
and you guys are making it very hard to focus on the child. That's what I had a whole conversation with them, setting boundaries, and she pouted and sat in the corner and did not like it. Like, I mean, it's your world, so, she can say what she wants in this book. I know the truth. I'm speaking the truth right now on the phone. I don't have a reason to lie. What reason do I have to come onto this line and tell you guys a bunch of fabricated lies and things to blow this out of proportion? I don't want this in my life. I want peace. I don't want problems. I don't want this coming on my family and they're asking questions like, what's going on? Because that's not the people that we are. I'm not this kind of person that she's sending me out to be. I don't know what kind of women that she's run with or the people that she's cozied up to, but I don't run with women like that. My friends are educated. My friends are classy, are ladies, are in great, healthy relationships, are married, have children, have the business, have the career, whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do without this messiness.
So in this book, she's portraying you as not a nice person. Did she call your name in that chapter? How did you know she was talking about you?
Because I'm the one that lived what she was talking about in the book. Okay. Anyone that went through that situation would instantly remember that that's, to me, common sense.
Do you have the book with you?
How people put two and two together. I have a copy of the book on Kindle. I've read it.
You read it from
I don't care about anything else but chapter 8. That whole chapter is a big fat lie.
What else does chapter 8 say?
Chapter 8 is her nanny experience.
Oh, her nanny experience.
Yes. Did you read the book?
No, I didn't. I can't waste my time to read the book, and I can't waste my money to read the book.
You should read the book.
No.
You should read the book. I think it's important as a blogger
that
we get the proper information.
Because
I did used to do journalism.
Hold on, okay? Hold on. Somebody is bothering my phone. Finishing. What happened? No, I still have you online. My friend was calling me on the line, so I told her I'll call her back.
Oh, okay.
So, her nanny experience, and were you still talking to Korra after you left her house, after you finished your contract working with her? When was the last time you spoke to Korra?
Um, when she was cussing me out as I was packing my things to leave her house.
Why was she cursing you out?
Because I refused to watch June on my day off when she was supposed to come home and watch her daughter.
You were packing your stuff to leave her house and she started cursing you out.
No, you were misrepresenting facts.
Sorry?
That is not what I said.
Okay, that's what, yeah, you are muffled out. So that's why I keep repeating to make sure that I'm hearing the same thing.
I beg.
I beg.
Like, I put it on my head. I'm speaking into the speaker. You say you can't hear me. Then I take it on speaker, and you say you can't hear me. Pick one, because I'm only one person, and I'm trying here. I've been telling you my truth, and I'm getting frustrated because it's like...
Don't get frustrated, baby. It is not nobody's fault, okay, my love? Yeah. It's your story, and Korra has written things on the book, and the whole world is going to read that, and you have every reason to be frustrated in every way. But the only way you can fight your frustration and tell the world that this is a whole big lie is to maybe write your own book or write your own book to counteract.
I don't think I need to write a book about this because it's not that significant in my life. I was there to help her. I came in to be a blessing in her household. What ended up me and Korra not speaking again is there was a Sunday that I had asked if I could have a day off. They agreed to it. I had spent the day doing things I needed for myself. Everyone needs to do stuff for themselves, right? And Korra took that day to spend with her daughter. I was focused. The husband, he came, he said, oh, I have to go to work, trying to get Korra back to the house. Korra didn't want to come back to the house. And I was like, your husband's leaving. I'm on my day off. She said, well, you can just watch her. And it was just very disrespectful. It turned it out into a whole disrespectful side on both sides because I said some not so nice things to her as well. And I just was like, it's too much. I'm going to pack my things and I'm going to go home. My mother was on the phone with me the whole time because it was inappropriate and it was just too much. It was like, a person can have a day off and we're just asking you to come home and watch your daughter and you're refusing and telling me that it's my job and being disrespectful and hitting below the belt. And I'm a grown person. I don't have time for that. Does she have evidence, please? Because she can't be telling us all this, then we believe her. Who are you talking about? What evidence do you want? I think you guys just want gossip.
Okay, there's something you mentioned before. You said that you spoke to the father, or you sent a text message to the father, or you have an interaction with Korra's father, right?
Yes.
Why?
They were her family, her father, and his family, and Korra's family was saying that I was there to steal her husband and saying not so nice things about me, and I didn't like hearing that coming from her in a joking way, or from the husband, like, oh yeah, they're saying this stuff about you. I didn't think that was appropriate. So I sent him a polite message. I said, hey, this is who I am. This is what I've come to do in your daughter's household. Nothing else.
She's insinuating that you were there.
The child, and that was it.
You were there to steal her husband. Right? Oh my gosh.
I was not there to steal her husband. They were saying I was there to steal her husband.
Why would they say something like that? That you were in Korra's house to steal Korra's husband?
Because I don't know what people think, but I think people that are not born in America, and you can be from anywhere. I just think sometimes we have these preconceived notions because what we see on TV or the dramatics of things, and they think, oh, if you go to America, you get a nanny. That nanny is going to be sleeping with your husband because that's what we see in the TV shows, right? I'm not that kind of a person, and I'm sure there are people out there that do stuff like that.
True.
I'm not one of those people.
True.
I'm not one of those people,
And how does Justin? How does Justin feel about this?
I don't know. We don't really speak. We don't speak. He did send me. He did tell me about the book along with my mother, That's how I came to know. And then I bought the book. I have it on my Kindle, and that's it. I don't
No,
speak
no.
to
I
them.
mean, I
I live
meant
my own
like
life.
before the book. I meant when you were
I
interacting
don't
with
speak to
Korra's
them.
father, and when Korra was
Yes,
accusing you that you wanted to sleep or take her husband. How did Justin feel about that? Because I know Justin and Korra were still living together. They were still married then.
I don't know. I don't know if you've been listening to me. I don't really know. That's not my place. I know that Justin and I are not attracted to each other, and he was worried that I would send an inappropriate message to her father because I asked him for the number. I was like, I need the number, please. And he was like, what are you going to send? I was like, I know what to send. I'm not coming in disrespect. I'm coming with the utmost respect because I'm still Nigerian and I know my place and I know my rank and I know who my family is and what we represent and where we come from. I would never come at anybody inappropriately. So I sent a very polite message and I just told him who I was and what my job was there and that I am not there for whatever they have been saying or gossiping or whispering about me, and I would like it to stop.
Wow, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So after you have done job, worked for this woman, helped her with June, lived with her, took care of June. She wanted you to work on your off day. And because you didn't want to work on your off day, things weren't like flowing into places. And then she also insinuated that you wanted to take her husband from her. And honestly, this and she even went ahead to write it in her book.
I think it's just to get attention, but I'm not here to talk about that. I told my piece. I've said it multiple times in this phone call. I did not speak with her husband. I was there to seduce her husband. I'm reading people's comments and saying that I'm lying. You can believe what you want, but you better
Oh
watch your
yeah?
mouth.
Oh, people are saying that you're lying.
That's what I would say. They're saying I'm lying, but it's okay. You can believe what you want, but watch how you talk about me because I'm a child of God before anything else. Don't play with me. Don't play with my ancestors.
You know, this is such a, Korra's fan, they always say that Korra's fan are very toxic. And this is somebody, Korra wrote a book and accused this young lady here of something that she didn't do. And she's here online to defend herself, to tell you guys what happened and how it happened. And you guys are here calling her a liar. Were you guys living in that same house with them?
I'm seeing more comments. Favor, what is his name? Favor, Fial Kowalski. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. She didn't mention names, but if you lived a situation, let's say you went through something that's pretty traumatic, right? And no one said we'll never speak of this again, but it just happens to pop up in a book, and only you know of this situation. Would you not put two and two together, common sense, and be like, hey, they're talking about me. I don't know her to have any other nannies outside of myself. Maybe she did have other nannies. I don't know, but I know in this situation, it sounds very much like what I experienced, but it sounded twisted for clout, twisted so that she can get attention from it, and it's not the truth. I'll say this all day. You guys can say what you want online. You guys can try to drag me if you want. What Korra is saying in this book, in that chapter, is not the truth at all. And that's just in defense for myself. I can't say anything to Justin. I can't say anything to Korra now. What I can say is what she's saying in that chapter is not true. I came to her household to be a nanny for her daughter. I have experience working as an educator in OUSD, Oakland, California. I've worked in an education system for over 6 years. I've worked in after-school programs, teaching. I've worked as a teacher's assistant. I had no other assignment but to be there for that child. That is it. And somehow I got caught up in the messiness of whatever was going on between her and her husband at the time. And now I'm being slandered in a book, and that's not fair.
Of course, it's not
I didn't
fair.
do anything.
And this was when June was 2 years old or 1 year old.
Did you say June is 2 or 1?
No, when was yeah, was it when June was a year old or 2 years old? June is 3
I
now.
believe she was a year.
So they've been having these marital issues for a long time when June was a baby.
I don't know what their issues were. I don't know, but I do know that she reached out for help as a mother. Like, hey, I need help. I need a nanny. That's it, and that's what I was there to do.
Okay. At least unfortunately it's a very short interview or chit chat. I wouldn't call this interview. I would call it like chit chat, right? We're chit chatting on phone. We've been trying to get through this for the past 2 hours from 6 o'clock, but I really appreciate you for your time to come here to try to say or to say that what is on chapter 8 of this book never happened. It wasn't you. Korra just, maybe she just wanted a story to fill up her book because I was told it's only 50 pages of book. It could be because she wanted...
I'm reading people's comments, and you guys are comical. I will say there are things in the book that are mentioned. I'm not going to go into detail because, again, that's not my business. But I will say there are some dramatics within the book. How she has spun it within the book is not what happened entirely. You guys are believing what she wants you to believe. Storyline that she has painted for you in the book, and it's not the truth. And I implore you guys to back down because you don't know. You weren't there. You don't know these people. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave me alone.
Leave them alone, leave her alone. At least you have an experience. You lived with them for a little bit, so you can attest to some of the things. But like, we are bloggers, we are the online in-laws. Even the people that are commenting, they don't know anything. And people can decide to choose side, to believe whoever they want to believe. I've heard so many negative things about this book. People are calling the book of lies. And honestly, I appreciate that you're here. You were written about on page 8, chapter 8 of this book. And you spoke about that Justin will be the last person in the planet on the face of the earth to come and say that what Korra wrote on this chapter is true or false. Justin will never do that. So I believe that the book is about you. You are written on page chapter 8, and all the other chapters will be about Korra and Justin. And like you said, people can believe anything they want to believe. If they're looking to hear from Justin to tell them it didn't happen, it's entirely up to them because people have already made up their mind on what they want to believe. Okay. They have already decided.
Other people believe what they want to believe. I'm going to get off the live.
Yes, you're good. Let people believe. People believe whatever they want to believe. Unfortunately, this is how life goes, right? Who in the right, like 3-4 years ago, if somebody would tell you that going to work for Korra as a nanny will eventually turn out to be in the book, you'll never agree or believe that. But this is life. This is how life is. Some people use other people to get to where they want to go to, right? So if you're reading comments, I will advise you, social media, ignore the comments. Ignore the comments because comments will come. They will even find you. They will come to your inbox. They will tell you that all you're saying are lies. But you know yourself. You know what transpired when you were living with them. You know exactly what happened. So comments will come. Trolls will come. They will come and send you messages. They will follow you just to know the extent, what you're doing, what you're not doing, and stuff like that. This is just the life of social media. We are in the world of social media, so I can tell you that I know how it works. Do not let what anybody is going to say or type or reply bother you. You have spoken your own, and you will still have more opportunities to say your own words, and people can choose who to believe or who not to believe. It is you and your conscience. You know that your conscience is clear. You know that you didn't do anything in that book. It's just a way of her to get to her destination, and she added you to that book. For your own mom to cry out loud, to come on social media to say, hey, this never happened to my daughter. This is not how it went. It's something. It is something that people should look into and to weigh the two options. Like at the end of the day, sometimes people know the truth, but they just don't want to believe in the truth. People know what is going on, but you know, they say that when you love someone, you love anything they do. So Korra's fans are all over the place, and a lot of them believe 100% of what is written in that book. But like I said, you know yourself, you know it didn't happen. That's all I have to say at this time. So don't go replying to any comment. Just forget the comments. Don't even read it. Talk less of responding to them, because they will come, they will leave nastier and nastier comments. This is the world of social media, but the truth must be told. At the end of the day, the truth must be told, and this is what you're doing right now, setting the narrative straight, telling your own portion and your own part of the story. That's good enough. Like you said, you are not willing to respond or to write any book, but let's say this book is only like 3 days or 4 days out there in the market. So as day goes on, we'll see the next chapter of the book, like where this book is going to. Are you there? Yeah, you're here. Yeah, you're here. So this is all I have to like tell you for now. Keep defending yourself in a very positive way. The people that wants to believe, let them believe. If they don't want to believe, that's the end of the story. It's their own prerogative. You can't do anything about it. But I'm sorry, and it's so unfortunate that something like this happened. You went to work for someone, and then it turned out this way.
I was there for a reason, and I believe I served my purpose, and I left when I was done. So that's it. And I appreciate your time. I'm sorry about earlier that we weren't able to connect on the live video, but I appreciate you taking my call, and I get the truth out, whether people believe it or not. This is what I experienced. So.
That's okay. We'll talk more. We'll talk more later. We have contacts. If there is more other things, we will still get on there and rattle that together. Okay. Just be strong. Keep your heads high. Okay. Don't let this bring you down. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, love. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye now. Please enter your destination number now, followed by the pound sign.